Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
And already we're underway here. He can get that clear. And now the hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Well, quite no argument for me on that one. That's really well manoeuvred. Lahm.
Oh, no joy this time. And smartly reclaimed. And he's being shifted off it.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Araujo deals with that comfortably. Can he spark a counter here?
Bale, played into space out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. And they're quick to get it back. Nigeria
Still without a single shot on target.
And here's the chance to counter.
That's a little off target.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Tomiyasu, very much a man of this moment.
Bale
Stood up well to him there.
Bale showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
And here's Osimhen.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Ernest. Pull it. And it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Back into the middle. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Pull it. Messi. And he was alert to it. Mateus. For Lahm.
Ernest.
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Thuram. For Rice.
And here's Batistuta.
Rice. Now it's...
And the finish! There it is!
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Nigeria have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Mateus. Roberto Carlos out-muscles him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Mateus!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
And it's Hullet. He could be in here. Warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Watch the screen for an information
On the evidence of what we've seen, they were their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Nigeria head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Real chance here. Lam looking to go deep. He rises! They've done it! Benfica are back in business. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there.
That's just playing it safe and simple. Nigeria really just need to be careful for the next 10...
Acrobatic effort! Worth a try. Shame about the outcome.
Haaland certainly showed brilliant imagination there to take on such a high tower of skill.
The attendance for this match
steps in,
was
and that's the end of that.
80,314.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Hernus. And it's Bale. Lovely bit of skill. And Araujo. Maldini. And it's Lam. Lam, who's set up one goal so far. And Tomiyasu. Azar. So what can they make of this? That's really nicely played. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 4.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
14, coming on the field. Number
Nigeria
11,
perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
21. Substitutions taking place.
Rice can so cleverly bypass the press. Araujo. Rafael Leao going full steam ahead down the left flank. Haaland. Shot a goal! Haaland looking sharp there. That has been cut short. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... Haaland! Into the last quarter of an hour. Can he put it away? And that's a real chance missed.
Mateus fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Cleared without hesitation.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And they've got rid. And here's Son Heung-min. Batistuta. Can he finish? And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 15, Batistuta. Coming on the field is number 23, Didier Drogba. Substitution.
Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Byrne did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
Nigeria have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Hullet. He's cut it out. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tomiyasu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Works it forward.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
We are into stoppage time. Rice. Tomiyasu spots it and intercepts. Lam. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the
Benfica.
atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's in! Oh, that's a fine interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Pull it. Well, clearly Uli Hoeneß was a great in his own right, but was also known as one half of a legendary strike partnership.
Yeah, and he was the more creative one, Peter. Likes to use the left side, a great dribbler who set up as many goals as he scored. He'll be asking questions of anyone on his side and just looking to try and get behind that defensive line.
Yeah, he has outstanding strength, of course, silky feet and sharp running and even sharper finishing. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Ball's gone out of play. Mateus. Bale. It's Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Benfica with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Up for a header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Hullet. Fires from distance. Denied by an instinctive save.
Hoeneß is offering a wry smile there.
Benfica have their second corner now. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Bale. Lahm. Hoeneß! And he has kept it out somehow.
Hoeneß actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Bale with the short one. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pull it. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Hullet. And it's Lahm. Vieira. Now it's Son Heung-min. Nigeria yet to have an attempt on goal. Oh, that's a key interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mateus. Rice. It's Roberto Carlos. Tomiyasu getting this one clear. Ah, it's a sweet ball. It's Son Heung-min! And he's done it! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Can he spark a counter here? And it's Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward.
he's straight offside. Bale engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Batistuta. Short changes him with that pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Gullit showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rice. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Roberto Carlos. Rice conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Burn.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gullit.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Hernes. And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And, well, there was a genuine flow about the game. Most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Quick reminder today, please have
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Nigeria happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out, see if you can open them up a bit more.
Burn deals with that comfortably.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Oh, and he's through the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rummenigge. And he's there to get it away. And they're quick to get it back. Araujo. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Nice interception, well timed. And here's the chance to counter. Batistuta is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
And it's Messi. Gullit who's set up one goal
The
so far.
attendance for this match was 80,607.
60 minutes played. Good play on the left-hand side here.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Lam. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but...
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. He's gone for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Cleared away. And smartly reclaimed. Roberto Carlos goes on a run down the left wing. Vieira. That's a sharp pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Roberto Carlos tries to get it clear. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Passing nice and neat. And that was very necessary.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 15, Batistuta. Coming on the field is number 23, Didier Drogba. Substitution.
Into the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Rafael Leao. Well, there's the clearance. Valverde. Vieira. Rice wins the duel this time. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That is a brilliant interception.
Benfica really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Can he get away here? Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Benfica truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Araujo spots it and intercepts. Rafael Leao, and that is expertly dealt with. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Benfica need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
He's tried one! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number
Very
10,
little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Hullet.
And now as good a time as
Coming
any
on
to
the
pull
field,
level, and it's
number
Messi.
24, Erling Haaland. Number
Very
4,
much into the last
Hazard.
knockings.
Substitution in progress.
2 minutes to be added on.
Has been indicated.
And it's lofted through here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
Hello attendees, this
Son
is
Heung-min
a
claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Backpack, kindly contact a
What
nearby
are your thoughts
member
on
of
today's
staff.
game then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria.
I'm Peter
against
Drury, and
Benfica.
joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The action has already started.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Rummenigge deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Mateus. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Well, there is the formidable figure of Ronald Araujo. He's happy to go shin to shin with anyone.
Yeah, an absolute colossus at the back, and endeared himself to the fans even more by...
Speculative strike. Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Benfica certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Lam. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Araujo. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Hullet. Now it's Batistuta. Tomiyasu producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Hernes. Rummenigge.
He did so well to create the room to get the shot away.
Benfica with the corner, they're first. They've played it short.
Oh, here's a chance against the crossbar. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Nigeria still without a single shot on target. Vieira.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Rice can see things others simply cannot.
And Hullet! Goal! And Nigeria are ahead.
Reflections on the goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
There's the shot! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Decent hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. the comeback is complete with a predatory goal.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Tomiyasu cuts it out. Bale. And he's quick to get it clear again. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. And it's Vieira. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Lam. And Mateus. Batistuta with a definite foul there. That's an excellent interception. Araujo. Costa Curta. Could move up a gear here. Pernis. Vieira. Rummenigge. Strokes it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Added time.
Son Heung-min. Now it's Batistuta. Corner. This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. And that has been cleared. And we hit half-time. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible.
And now,
forget about the analysis on
the
this one,
crowd,
just enjoy
I'd like to ask you to join me in wishing our birthday boy a very special birthday. Substitution for Nigeria, number 14, Lilian Thuram. Number 15, Batistuta. Coming on the field, number 21, Bond. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Here we go again.
Nigeria really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. Nigeria do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Mateus. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Benfica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He won't be happy with that one. And here's Hullet, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Deftly away. Rummenigge. Oh, nice touch. And that's played in low. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Nice sequence of... Bale! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's had a hit! He's a sharp little ball here.
The attendance for this match was
Mateus,
80,953.
Rice does really well to win the ball there. And it's Hullet. Hullet really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, that's a key interception.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gets a good foot in there. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Chooses to go cross-field. Nigeria still have the cards to affect this game. Bale. He's in a great position. Now the finish! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution for Nigeria, number 10.
So, time for changes
Messi.
on both sides,
Coming
actually.
on the field is number 23, Didier Drogba.
That's been cut out, well played.
Substitution.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And now the breakaway. Araujo. Rafael Leao. Vieira. He's looking wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Now it's Drogba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rice. No way through, so back it comes. Araujo clears it away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cleared away.
Nigeria have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Rafael Leao. Valverde. He's gone for goal! And they've got rid. Can he spark a counter here? And no, he's seen through all of that. Nicely weighted ball. Rafael Leao! And that may well be that. That is that. Nigeria, pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria!
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
That is Stuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Bale, he's onside.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Bale shapes to shoot. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, important interception. Cleared without complication.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Rummenigge! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ernest. And he's got the beating of his man. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Batistuta. And here's Azar. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Roberto Carlos. Hazard. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. He's played it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Pull it. He's got the shot away! Goal! And Nigeria are ahead!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Nigeria have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Bale! And again the keeper stands strong.
Bale can only think of disappointment right now, but he'll get to appreciate just how good that save was.
Tries a header! Good read, needed to be. And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. Oh, that was vital. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Oh, easy pickings there. Rummenigge. Ernest. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Benfica have their second corner now. Nigeria are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. Rummenigge. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And back to the keeper they go. Costa Curta. And back to the goalkeeper. Thuram gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. Aims beyond the defence. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. Batistuta is herring after that one. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Passes short and sharp. Batistuta, and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Bale.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Mateus.
Batistuta comes under pressure and it's come loose.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Quick announcement to the benefit of
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Nigeria happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. Here we go again then. Nigeria carrying a one-goal lead. Araujo,
That's really well manoeuvred.
oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
No, that's been intercepted.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Oh, well played.
Mateus. Rummenigge. Messi.
Very much a man of this moment.
Rice. And it's Hullet.
And this is getting better and better. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Nigeria are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring.
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. Back within one. They have them in their sights again. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 14.
Nigeria choosing to make the first change.
Coming on the field.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And he cuts out the supply.
Bullet really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Bullet. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bullet. Well timed, excellent interception. Vieira. And it's Messi. And they've got rid. Now it's Bullet! Lam. Haaland. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Vieira. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And he was quick to react.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And here's Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
But they've got it again. 2 minutes to be added on.
Look, there has to be more urgency.
And that's it. Nigeria pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award,
And
there is very little room for argument.
Support for our charity fund.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Nigeria.
I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion.
And that gets things running. That's a sharp pass. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bellingham. Araujo does well to get it back. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Lam tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Hazard. Hazard. It's a throw-in. Rice. And that was very necessary. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hullet. And that is expertly dealt with.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Takahiro Tomiyasu, a man who certainly had his moments in the 23-24 season, as did his team.
Yeah, he really made a difference in a very famous victory against their title rivals from Manchester.
The one where the manager beat his old master.
It was a win that really boosted their title credentials, making a lot of fans believe that their showing from the previous season had been no fluke.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Araujo. Oh, some tackle that. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Vieira concedes a free kick for that. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Rummenigge. He can run onto that. Great ball, and he's in. Decent hit! Goal! Benfica! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Benfica have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Rice plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Bellingham. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Hullet did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. That's an excellent interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hullet. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Batistuta. Well played right. And Batistuta! And it's Messi. That's a nicely measured pass. Now it's Batistuta.
Nigeria truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rummenigge. Vieira. Come backwards here.
Not a lot more he could do there.
5 minutes till the break. No outsmarting him this time. Bellingham. Rice. And now the breakaway. Ernest. It's Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Great chance! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner.
There will be 1 minute at a
Saliba
time.
is there, and he can get that clear. There's the hit! Azar. Rice. And there is the half-time whistle. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing,
A quick reminder
it just
today
hasn't
that smoking
gelled.
is only allowed in areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation. Substitution for Nigeria, number 4, Hazard.
And the second half
Coming
gets
on
on the
to
way.
replace him is number
Well, I think
11,
in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Dink through, and he's managed to get rid. And that is as far as they're going to go. Bellingham. Lam. Saliba makes the interception. Nigeria do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Bellingham. Lam. Pullet with the slide tackle there. Ernest. Under an awful lot of pressure. Pullet. And it's Messi. And it's Hullet. Pass is just off target. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Nigeria still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Araujo. That's headed upfield.
The attendance for this match was
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
81,007.
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Bellingham. Looking for the runner. Can he finish? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Nice control. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Batistuta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Son Heung-min has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Nigeria. Number 15.
So, time for changes on
Batistuta.
both sides, actually.
Number 10.
So, a double change here, and
Coming
both
on the
changes
field,
are offensive.
number 23,
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Gravenberg,
Substitution.
Nigeria, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Thuram gets a foot in here. Pull it. And they can counter here. Quality ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
That'll be a throw-in. Araujo. That's a good ball played into space. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. 75 minutes played. Bale. Vieira. Dinks one through.
Benfica clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice sequence of passes, this. And here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nigeria must do something here, and very quickly.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Bale. Nicked it back promptly. And the pass is intercepted. Rijkaard. Ronaldo might just make this.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Real chance here. Thuram. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Come to you now with a quick request for support.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter. They look below par.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
everybody,
A
and
clear
welcome
night,
to
all
today's
the
match.
ingredients for a showcase game
Nigeria
that the passionate
against
crowd
Benfica.
demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. He's got the shot away! Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Hazard deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
No luck with that dink over the top.
And you know, Peter, it's great to see Samuel Eto'o on the team sheet. Energetic, fast, strong, a deadly finisher, and his stamina is absolutely exceptional. He just doesn't stop running.
Quite genuine African superstar.
And usually leaves you something to remember.
Ernest. Good running, strong and purposeful. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Lovely ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Benfica!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Hullet. Hullet, good strong midfield running here. Ernest. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that.
Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Bellingham. And it's Hullet. Might be danger here. Is there any... And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And here's Batistuta. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Benfica look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams...
There's the hit! It's in! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Benfica are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lahm. Bellingham. Always looking for that half a chance. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Hullet has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Vieira looks to go up and over. Rice getting this one clear. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's going for goal! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And the counter is on. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. Vieira. And here's Eto'o. There's no flag. And
And a shot! Rijkaard gets good distance on it. That was probably asking just too much. And we have our very first corner. Araujo attempts a clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. Rummenigge has a go! And more and more and more! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Benfica find a position of real strength now. Big chance! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
And the half-time whistle goes. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Today's match day programs are available from stands located by the gates. I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs. Substitution for Nigeria. Number 4. Hazard.
Here we go again.
Number 10.
Nigeria decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Son Heung-min. Number 7.
Take
Cristiano
back.
Ronaldo.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Passing nice and neat. Gullit cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Nigeria do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Eto'o. It's Eto'o! And the counter-attack is on here for Nigeria. Pressing high and with purpose. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Rice. Batistuta being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That is a great pick out. Eto'o. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, good-looking ball.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Son Heung-min is in a really good position out
The
wide.
attendance for this match
Danger
was
averted for now.
80,113.
Thuram. Passes short and sharp. Ernest. And it's Batistuta. Nigeria still have the cards to affect this game. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Son Heung-min. Cristiano Ronaldo! He won't be happy with that one. Pull it. Son Heung-min. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it and pull it! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what a mistake! And again! Tomiyasu getting this one clear. Eto'o. Oh, they can break here. Now that's well seen too. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And here's Eto'o. Has a shot! Oh, terrific save.
Bellingham knew immediately he didn't catch that to his liking, and his face was a picture of dissatisfaction.
And now the breakaway. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Lahm is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target. Footballing with
Shot a goal! And here's the chance to counter. Rafael Leao. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cristiano Ronaldo. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. And that has been cleared. But it's Thuram. Some resolute defending there.
Nigeria seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
Batistuta. That's tidy. Just eases him off the ball. Haaland. Lahm, who does have an assist to his name. Crunching tackle. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And we come
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.